Is France racist? That's the recent headline of a leading French newspaper after a far-right magazine compared the country's black justice minister to a monkey. The incident has triggered soul-searching in France, where the far-right National Front is ahead in some polls, and figures show a 23% rise in reported racist incidents last year. Henry Ridgwell reports for VOA from London.
Earlier this month, the front cover of Minute magazine called Justice Minister Christiane Taubira clever as a monkey. Taubira gets her banana back, it joked. A Paris court has opened a formal investigation into the incident. Deputy Minister for Education, Georges Pau-Langevin, called it an attack on French values.
I think we all care about the Republic because it was built on the refusal of discrimination, refusal of racism, on equality of all people. That's why everything that goes against those fundamental principles of the Republic harms the Republic itself.
Taubira was born in French Guiana, an overseas department of France, and has been the target of a series of racial slurs. A candidate of the far-right National Front compared her to a chimpanzee. The tone of public debate in France has changed recently, says Rainbow Murray, an expert in right-wing French politics at Queen Mary, University of London.
There's always been an underlying racism in France, shown by the difficulty in ethnic minority people in finding employment. But there's been perhaps more willingness to express that racism openly in recent months.
Some observers trace France's current racial tension back to the 2005 riots in the low-income suburbs of Paris and other cities. Nicolas Sarkozy, then France's interior minister, described the rioters as racailles, or scum, crossing a line in describing immigrants mostly from North and Western Africa. Rainbow Murray says France has never integrated its large immigrant communities.
One thing that's unique about France compared to the UK and the US and similar examples is that they're not multiculturalist, they're integrationist. So they deny the existence of difference even when it's really there. And because of that, they don't have explicit policies capable of coping with race. They don't even acknowledge race in census data. So it's a problem that is very real but is always swept under the carpet.
Author Priscilla Lalisse Jesperson, an American who moved to Paris with her French husband, attributes the rise in racism to France's economic woes. She spoke to VOA via Skype.
Unemployment is rising. The president's approval is dropping steadily. He's right now the most unpopular president in French history. France is also afraid of globalization, and they also have a national identity crisis.
President François Hollande has condemned the attacks on Christiane Taubira. Rights groups say his condemnation was lukewarm, and they warn that the taboo on public displays of racism is collapsing. Henry Ridgwell for VOA News, London.